Hey guys, welcome back. Got a quick little project here. So we're making just a rope swing today, okay? And I took a sander to it, just 60 down to 80, to fine tune it, and I rounded off the corners. And then I took a drill press, went in about an inch, and drilled in through the holes with about a 1-inch drill bit for the rope. And then I put in just a UV clear coat on it, let it dry for a couple of days, and took a real fine piece of sandpaper to it and hit it again with the sandpaper, and then recoated it and made it super smooth, no splinters in the tuchus there. But when I measured this, I just measured it the size of the seat in my shop here, and I didn't take into account the measurements for the rope. So it's a real tight squeeze sitting on here. So what I'm going to do instead now, so I've got I got a 2x6 again, but this one, the first one here, this one was 15 inches long, so too short. So this one is 2.5 feet, exactly 2.5 feet long, measured out. And it's set on a scrap pile, so it's got a nice little curve here to cup the booty. A lot more comfortable. So this time I'm going to take the holes in 2 inches, up 1 inch, okay, in 2 inches, up 1 inch on both sides. So it'll be roughly about right here, both corners. So I'm going to sand it down, just the same as this one. So that should give you, I don't know, this is 15 inches, so this gives you, we burn 4 inches, so 20 inches. Should give you about 20 inches of space to set on. What's going to be different about this one is that once I get this sanded off, before I clear coat it, Haley's going to take a woodworking tool and she's going to burn a little something in here. So first thing I'm going to do though is just sand this off. So like I said, step one is we're going to sand this off, get it all cleaned up with the initial hits. And I've got a piece of 60 rough grit sandpaper on here. This is a used one. I'm going to wear it off, use it till it's done, hit another 60 on here, and then we'll smooth it up with some 80, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now I've got the first layer off with the 60, and the next step I'm going to do before I drill some holes is that I'm going to round out these edges just a smidge. This is a pretty old, rough piece of wood that's been out in the scrap pile for a while, so I'm just going to hit this, and it's got some nicks and cuts and some sharp spots on it that are primed for splinters. So I'm just going to round these out just a little bit. I don't think, since this is a much bigger chunk of wood, I am not going to round these out like I did on this one as much. I'm just going to kind of angle it, smooth those out, and then just round it ever so slightly so it's not such a harsh edge. Okay, so this is about as good as I can get it with initial pass with the sandpaper that I have. It's hit with a 60 grit all the way around, and I smooth the edges out, rounded them off a little bit so they're not so abrasively sharp. And the next thing I'm going to do is drill the holes out for the wood. We'll put a little gloss and clear coat on it, let that cure, and we'll sand it down. I'll hit it first with 220, and then I'll re-gloss it. I'll hit it again with a 320 grit, and that'll be that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is get those holes drilled out.